welcome back to the Wake Man channel. Okay, so before I get started, I just want to let you know that if you're interested in supporting the channel, you can head over to wakemanninfo and you can find all kinds of merch to buy, including this hat that I'm wearing, which I just started doing a few options with the white logo, and I think I'm going to do a few options with the black logo as well. Also, you can see that I'm wearing a tie-dye hoodie with a white logo on it. So these items are available right now and they're pretty cool. Okay, so today I'm going to look at a couple of different pieces of land for a potential private lake build. And also we got some really good news this week. You probably saw in the thumbnail that we had our offer accepted. So we are actually just waiting to close on our property right near the lake that we normally go to. So now we'll have a basically permanent spot that we can put our camper for this season, and then hopefully we can build some sort of a lake house setup, which we haven't decided what we're going to do there yet, but we're just excited that we won't have to move our camper back and forth like we've been doing for lots of years now. And just to clarify on that, typically we store our camper about 6 miles or so from the campground that's right at the lake, and then we go down every weekend and drop the boat off at the campground and then run back and get the camper, and then I pull it into our spot and have to set it up. And then when we leave after that weekend, I have to go do the reverse of that. So that has been a big pain in our neck for quite some time, but was well worth it for what we wanted. But we've been looking for a permanent solution for a long time, and now we have one. So I'm actually going to be working on getting power set up to that property so that we can hook in our RV. I'm going to have a 50 amp plug-in, I'm going to have a 30 amp plug-in, and a couple of normal outlets. Also, the city connections for the water and sewer are already there. So me and my friend are just going to do a little bit of plumbing, which I actually already cleared with the city. They said that's perfectly fine. And my friend actually has a lot of experience. He used to be an HVAC/plumber technician, so he's going to help me out. We're going to do that and get a hookup for water and plumbing. And it'll be kind of cool too, because we're gonna set it up to where when we have friends over with their campers, they can hook up as well. Anyways, I'm gonna share a lot of that this summer, show you the property, show you what we do with it. I'm also gonna film us doing the plumbing setup, because me and my friend are gonna go down and do that in a day or two, and I'll film all that. But anyways, like I said, today I am going to look at a couple pieces of land, and the first one I'm going to look at is sort of a long stretch. I'm not sure if it would work out, so but I'm going to take a look anyways. You never know. I'm just not sure on the water source to it. I'm not sure how hilly it's going to be. But the second piece of land has a lot of potential, and the owner is open to selling just a piece of it, depending on the offer and what piece of land it is. So somewhat good news there. And just an update on the piece of land that I've been talking about in the last few videos that I said was the most promising piece of land. Had a couple ponds on it. That one, because I could not pull water from the irrigation ditch. The company that runs that was not going to allow me to do that. I just didn't feel comfortable relying on only groundwater and possibly a well as a backup. So I've just been kind of letting that one sit, and that one's actually under contract now. So the good news is, if I decided that I wanted to go for that piece of land, it sounds like the entity or the person that's buying that piece of property is actually planning on subdividing it. So I could probably contact them after they complete their purchase and get something going there if I wanted to buy a piece of it. So anyways, I'm going to get out to the piece of land I'm going to today and get the drone up and do some filming and see what we can find. All right, so I just got to the first piece of land here, and I'm pretty certain just by the approach of this land that I'm not gonna be able to use it because it's way up on a hill. It's got crazy cool views. I mean, I'm not sure if you can tell. You can see the Beartooth Mountains back there. You can see the Crazy Mountains over there. I don't know what mountains those are, but they're probably the ones over by Lewistown. But I can see Billings. That's all Billings right there. And then this is the land. This is the piece of land right here. This piece where there's a road bordering it right here is this part is part of it that's farmed. There's this valley that goes down through it that I thought might be usable for building the lake, but it's just I think there's too much elevation change. But I'm going to fly the drone anyways just to check it out and see if it has any potential. Otherwise I'll just move on to the next piece of property. All right, I just arrived at the second property, and this one has a ton of potential. I'm gonna check it out. I can see the mountains over there. It's got a great view. I love that. It's back away off of any busy road. It's paved all the way here, which is huge. But yeah, this is kind of it. Right behind me here, it goes all the way down that way, kind of a little past that tree on the edge there, and then also goes up there a ways into those hills, and then goes down to that house down there. That house is not included, I don't think, but it goes past the house, up past that corner there, and there's a irrigation ditch that touches right along the property up by that house. So as long as I could get something with at least a corner of my piece touching that irrigation ditch, I think I'd be good. And I think they might even have it irrigated. I think they might even have a little irrigation ditch coming up along the back of this. So as long as I could have an easement or something to that effect, I think it would work out. So I'm gonna get the drone up in the air and fly around and check it out. All right, I just got done flying the drone over the second property I'm looking at today, and I'm actually pretty excited because I think there are multiple scenarios that would work on this piece of land. I don't want to get too overexcited because I do think I want to put an offer in on this piece of land, but you know, they may not like what I have to offer. I do want to offer asking or around asking, but it is for a piece of what they're trying to sell, which the piece that I would want would be approximately a fourth or a fifth of what they're trying to sell, and they may not like that at all. So anyways, I am excited. It looks like it's very doable. Some of this would be contingent on them giving me at least a piece of the water rights or the shares or what have you. But I'm excited. I finally found something I think that is possible beyond the last property that I thought was promising. But I like where this one is located a lot. It has paved road all the way to it and it has great views. It's within an hour. It's about 45-50 minutes from our house. So that's actually kind of perfect. So now I'm going to tell you what we paid for that piece of land in Level and the reason why we decided to go for it. So normally we wouldn't be looking to buy another piece of property while I'm looking for a piece of land to build a private lake on. Normally we'd just be camping. I'd wait till I got the private lake built and then do that. But like I said, we've been dealing with taking our camper back and forth every year, and we pay quite a bit in camping fees every year. And this year we were looking at possibly paying like $2,500 in camping fees. So we found a really good solution. That lot near the lake, we're actually only paying $8,500 for that lot. We figure with a few years worth of camping fees, we'll have that paid off. And like I said, we have tentative plans to build something there. But if we do build something there, it would literally be to use it for one season, then sell it right after that, and hopefully turn a small profit on it. And then we can move on to our private lake build if it works out that way. Maybe it will continue to be a summer home location for a long time. Who knows? But we found it for so cheap, we decided to jump at it, and we're excited about that. Mostly excited because it's going to be a lot quicker to get down there, a lot quicker to get home. We don't have to worry about pulling the camper back and forth. It'll be there ready to go. It'll always be plugged into power. We won't have to worry about whether or not the fridge is going to last during the week on the batteries. We were considering putting solar panels on the camper, which I've done that before. But now we won't have to worry about all that. In any case, I'm happy to share some good news with you guys, and hopefully we'll have some more good news on the way on the private lake build. And if you have any thoughts on this build series, make sure to leave them in the comments below, or if you have ideas for future videos. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so that you can make sure that you're notified on the upcoming videos for this series. But that's it for this video. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week.